Many of the greatest comebacks in tennis have one thing in common. The winners start off by losing, and losing till things seem irreparably bad, then winning. Being down 2-0 can force out the best in a player. On the other hand, being up 2-0 can often bring out the worst in a player. Here are 10 of the greatest comebacks in the game. First up is Jim Courier versus Pete Sampras, 1995. Starting off our list, we have Courier versus Sampras. Throughout the match, Sampras's emotional distress over some personal matters was apparent, but he didn't lose his head. Jim Courier stole the first 2 sets in consecutive tiebreaks, but in the third set, after getting an early break, Sampras easily took the set 6-3. In the fourth set, Courier broke Sampras's serve, and most people thought the match was already finished. Sampras really thought he was done for right then. However, with fatigue starting to take hold, Courier made an unusual double fault, and a mistake he made gave his opponent a break. That was when it hit Sampras that he actually had a chance. He held his serve and broke Courier again, taking the fourth set 6-4. Sampras powered through, using his will and determination, and finished the unlikely comeback by being victorious in the fifth set 6-3. The last score of the match was 6-7-4, 6-7-3, 6-3, 6-4, 6-3 in favor of Pete Sampras. Next, Michael Pernfors versus Jimmy Connors, Wimbledon Open 1987. The new generation of tennis fans probably won't know these names, but they gave us a match worth remembering in the fourth round of the Wimbledon Open. Jimmy Connors seemed dead and buried, losing the first 3 sets quite embarrassingly to an energetic Swede, Michael Pernfors, before pulling out one of the most beautiful performances to turn things around completely. Pernfors was leading 6-1, 6-1, and 4-1 in the third set, but an unexpected comeback from Connors saw him grab a 5-set victory of 1-6, 1-6, 7-5, 6-4, 6-2. Then we have Novak Djokovic versus Gael Monfils. Novak Djokovic and Gael Monfils faced each other on the court 17 times, and the Serbian won every single one of those matches. However, their last one, which was in the 2020 Dubai Open, Novak was super close to his first loss against Monfils. The French pro was defeating the Serbian maestro without too much of a fight in the first set, and was also dominating the second set. However, Novak soon tied the score and led the match into a tiebreaker. But Monfils again was coming out on top in the tiebreaker and was at the break point, but Novak once again made a remarkable comeback to win not only the tiebreaker, but also the second set. In the third and last set, Djokovic won the set and also the semifinals match with a score of 2-6, 7-6, 8, 6-1. He also went on to win the tournament. Up next, Rafael Nadal versus Daniil Medvedev. Daniil Medvedev went up against Nadal twice in the ATP finals and could have been the winner in both the face-offs. He did have a very dramatic comeback in the 2019 Tour Finals, which is largely considered by fans and experts alike to be one of the greatest tennis comebacks of all time. At their first meeting in the 2019 Final Tour, both the players pushed each other to the limit, and eventually they ended the first set with a tiebreaker, which Medvedev won. But Nadal won this second set quite easily. Medvedev again slammed Rafa really hard and was at the break point to finally win the match. Rafael managed to turn the entire game around 180 degrees when he was almost defeated and made a very dramatic comeback in the game and took the match to the second tiebreaker. Rafa also won the second tiebreaker and went on to win the match with a score of 6-7, 6-3, 7-6. And then, Roger Federer versus Ramirez Hidalgo. Ramirez Hidalgo isn't a very famous name, as he only made it so far to ATP ranking 50 in his whole career so far. But if he is remembered for something, then it's definitely for his 2008 Monte Carlo Masters match against Roger Federer. Federer was totally owning Hidalgo in the first set and won it in a hot minute. However, the Spaniard didn't let the Swiss legend grab the lead in the second set, and Ramirez won the whole set. Further, the retired world number 50 forced King Federer to the limit in the final set, and everyone thought Roger would probably lose the match. Federer made a shocking comeback and forced the match into a tiebreaker, where Roger won against Hidalgo and then won the match with a score of 6-1, 3-6, 7-6. But the Swiss was unable to win the rest of the tournament, losing to Nadal in the finals. Next is Roger Federer versus Rafael Nadal. Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal have battled each other on many occasions. A match between two grand titans undoubtedly turns into the most dramatic and epic one, but their 2005 Miami Open was on a whole other level. The 2005 Miami Finals was just the second ever face-off between the two after the 2004 Miami Open, in which Rafael Nadal was the victor. Even Nadal was the one expected to win this Masters 1000 Finals after stealing 2 sets away from Federer. Then Roger made the unseen big comeback in the match and grabbed the Miami Open title from Rafael with an eventual score of 2-6, 6-7, 4, 7-6, 5, 6-3, 6-1. Now, Jack Sock versus Kyle Edmund. In the 2017 Paris Masters, Jack Sock battled Kyle Edmund, where the British player snagged the first set, but his joy was short-lived. In the next set, both pushed each other to their limits, resulting in a tiebreaker to settle that tie, where Sock was victorious. In the third and last set, Edmund was leading, and Sock was on the very edge of losing the match. But then Sock made a dramatic comeback and kept pushing the match to the second tiebreaker. Again, Sock was the winner of the second tiebreaker and also won the match with a score of 4-6, 7-6, 4, 7-6, 5. He went on to further lift the 2017 Paris Masters title. Next on the list is Tara Moore versus Jessica Ponche. A tennis match is never over until it's over, and Britain's Tara Moore proved it with one of the most insane comebacks ever. She saved a match point at 0-6, 0-5 down and went on to win the match just when it was thought that all was lost. Moore, the current British number 5, was battling France's Jessica Ponche in the first round at the ITF World Tour event in Sunderland and almost got outclassed by a rival ranked almost 300 places above her. Serving to prevent a double bagel defeat, Moore lagged 30-40 behind, but her bad luck changed on match point as an overhead smash clipped the net cord and landed right on the line. Then the 26-year-old held serve and rallied amazingly, winning 6 games before taking the tiebreak 9-7. Up next on the list, Andre Agassi versus Andre Medvedev, the 1999 French Open final. Andre Medvedev started well and won the first 2 sets 6-1, 6-2. Victory in this match seemed a long way from reality before he started to create his comeback in the next 3 sets. It started to rain during the third set, and the break seemed to help Agassi as all of Medvedev's momentum finished. Agassi came out on top in the third. He didn't lose his serve for the remainder of the match and won the third, fourth, and fifth sets 6-4, 6-3, and 6-4 respectively. He even broke down in joy after the match. Finally, Ivan Lendl versus John McEnroe, 1984. Number 1 on our list, we have 2 players everyone knows about. John McEnroe is known to be one of the best to ever step foot on the tennis court. McEnroe arrived at the 1984 French Open final with a 42-0 winning streak. While Ivan Lendl was not by any means an unworthy opponent, the two of them had been playing each other for the top spot for more than a year. The match was apparently going in McEnroe's favor as he easily snatched the first 2 sets 6-3 and 6-2. Not many would have thought the American to be defeated from that position. Lendl, who was defeated during his previous 4 meetings against his foe, started to set the tone for his comeback in the third set. He smashed McEnroe's serve to lead 4-2. The American did it right back, only to be broken once more by Lendl, who was victorious in the end, the set being 6-4. In the fourth set, McEnroe broke first. Lendl's next service game also was a deuce, as McEnroe pushed on to go up a double break. However, Lendl kept his wits about him, held his serve, and broke during McEnroe's next service game. Lendl broke McEnroe's serve for the second time in the set when he broke the fourth set 7-5. The fifth set was even more tight. McEnroe had gotten 2 break points in the set. However, he couldn't convert on either occasion. Lendl exploited that and broke McEnroe's serve very late in the set to win 7-5, with the scoreline saying 3-6, 2-6, 6-4, 7-5, 7-5. In the meantime, he won his first major and took away from McEnroe a maiden French Open crown. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be a part of the fun. Make sure to click the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.